Hi everyone, this is CryptoMark. Today's video will be about the MetaHero project because I saw in the comments that this is something that interests you very much. In today's video, I will try to present all the information that can be found somewhere deep inside about this project. I spent many hours watching all the MetaHero videos and I also read the white paper and have been following the project from the very beginning, so the information I'm going to present to you today will definitely be objective. So you can believe me that what I say will be my personal opinion on this project, and it is not related to any personal financial matters. MetaHero made its debut on PancakeSwap about 40 days ago, and its price was more than 4 times lower than it's now. The MetaHero market has been consolidating for 2 weeks and the price has remained around 3 cents a piece. We are relatively low now, so perhaps for some of you it will be a good time to buy this cryptocurrency. The 25% to 30% price has dropped from all-time high at present, so it can be considered some kind of investment opportunity. The drops are not big, as it is dedicated but what is happening on the market at the moment. Capitalization has been growing steadily for 2 weeks, and from around $1.6 trillion, it has now risen to over $2 trillion with no significant adjustment along the way. I'm curious to see if there will be any correction in the entire cryptocurrency market in the near future, because if so, the MetaHero could drop to less than 2 cents a piece, and in my opinion, it will still be no cause for concern, mainly due to the fact that it's a very young project, and such projects are usually characterized by high volatility and the fact that their price fluctuations are high. I personally plan to buy more MetaHero if it falls to the area of the aforementioned 2 cents, but if that doesn't happen, I won't be sad because I already have a large supply of these coins. Another thing that I would like to mention to you today is the fact that the MetaHero project on October 17 will be exhibiting at the Dubai Blockchain Summit. It is a kind of event game because as many as 60,000 people will have the opportunity to test Metascanner, so it's the main product of the project discussed today. This can result in a situation where many people will post a report of this amazing event on their social media and inform their friends about the technology, which simply means that more people will find out about MetaHero and want to buy these tokens, and the price of the project may then increase in a relatively short period of time. CD Projekt Red, the Polish company that released Cyberpunk 2077, recorded a situation similar to the one I just described. Before the premiere of the game, which from what I remember took place around the beginning of December 2020, the emotions of investors and morale were at amazingly high level. The result was that everyone was excited to see the premiere and how good the game was going to be. The company's quotation chart has soared from like $40 a piece to around $110 within 2 years, which is extremely good result for a traditional financial market. Everyone bought CD Projekt shares because they thought the game would be a huge success, because its announcements really could spark the imagination. Finally, it turned out that after the premiere, the price began to drop significantly due to numerous shortcomings of the game and problems that, for example, the owners of the basic version of PlayStation 4 had to deal with because the game was not very smooth on this device. The declines were as high as 55% from the maximum valuation of this company's shares, and all this in just 1 month, which is just similar to the recent drops on Bitcoin in May 2021. I hope it will be different this time. Before we start to delve into the MetaHero project somehow, I would like to introduce what it actually is to people who do not yet. People who already know this, I encourage you to skip the material for just maybe 2 minutes. The main functionality of this project is Metascanner, a device that has 64 cameras mounted on each side, which are to take a photo of people or objects inside. It looks like that. It is now the second version of the scanner, as the first was a prototype. The third version of the project will be seen at the Dubai Fair. Nobody knows yet from the audience what it will look like, so we have to wait. Less than 2 months left until this event, so it can get even hotter. And here there will be one photo that can be simply transferred to the virtual world. It will be a digitized seal shot or whatever we put there. The usefulness of this project will be really big. In games you can just be yourself. Additionally, the NFT market is growing at a design pace in 2021. We have 1700% growth in this industry in just 1 year. In addition, the Valve Studio itself, also in cooperation with MetaHero, will enable large online stores, for example, from clothing industry, that will be possible to match any clothes to just figure without leaving your home. It will be a huge game changer on the e-commerce market, which will save many people time on the consumer side, and companies will save money that they would have to spend on employees for customer service, because fewer people will make returns, complaints, and ask about the dimensions of various products when they can personalize their pushes before making them. Another thing that is there may be a double top ahead of us. So this has to happen for the MetaHero to go into space. If it is not there and there are drops ahead of us, it may be difficult. Although, in my opinion, this project will be defended in the long term. If someone invests for 2, 3 years or even 5, this project will be able to defend itself. Unfortunately, people often do not realize, especially those from the world of cryptocurrencies, that is how you should invest. These are not the times when it was possible to earn X100 on every project during the hossa within 2 months. Of course, there are such games, but less and less often. I recommend patience and a prudent approach to your investments. After all, no one would like to exit the project too soon and then be sorry that he missed further increases, right? What you are seeing now is the official MetaHero channel on YouTube, which Rob Gryn has transformed from what was previously his private place to communicate with viewers. He has added videos about his former company, Codewise, as well as podcasts and interviews with interesting guests, including someone who is involved in the Valve Studio company with whom MetaHero is now working. The second thing is that films from Costa Rica were also uploaded here when Robert decided to stay at home and rest for a while. As you can see, it did him good. Currently, update films are uploaded to the channel about what is happening in the project, what are the creators' plans for the future, what challenges they face and problems to overcome. The community under these videos is very involved and information is exchanged about the project, and many people are trying to predict what the price of hero tokens will be in the future, for example in December or even in a few years. The idea for such weekly updates was borrowed by Robert Mashinsky, who is the CEO of the Celsius project, currently ranked 73 on CoinMarketCap. There is one movie from the past on the channel where Gryn talks about running such a rapidly growing company as Codewise in Polish realities. He complains a bit about a lot of bureaucracy, but also shows how cool he has managed the space for his colleagues, what benefits they have from working his company. Show gyms, playroom, restaurants. He has to admit that he has a very interesting approach to developing a business and creating a cool place to work for his people. In the future, we will probably not be talking on the phone or on webcams as we do now. Our conversations will take place using special glasses like here. You will put them on, enter some virtual room, and you will be able to talk to another person almost like in a live meeting. We will almost be able to associate with another person. There will be such a sensor and technology that will be able to trick the brain, and it will often be difficult to distinguish virtual projection from real life. If any of you are interested in neuropsychology, you know that sometimes the brain has problems adapting to a new situation and prefers to take shortcuts, looking for the simplest way to compare what it sees or feels with what it has known in the past. We will be able to go so far that we will think we have a second life. Of course, it is very interesting, such things interest me, and I think it's not likely to happen in the near future, but as a society we will probably be trying to go that way, and we will just see where this idea takes us. I think in the next 10 or 20 years we will witness a really big revolution. But yeah, this is only one of the utilities, and what's the next? Look, the gaming industry, in which 2.5 billion people now exist, more and more are coming and spending money. The global gaming market alone is to be worth $270 billion by 2025, which is quite a lot, however. In addition, more and more people will participate in it. How does MetaHero relate to games? The fact is that by making a scan of your own personality, if MetaHero establishes a partnership with games, for example with such GTA 5, which is to come soon, then maybe we will be able to simply upload ourselves in the character creator, where the games will allow us to kill maybe dragons or something else. We'll be able to see our figures, see how we die, and this will allow us to experience even more emotions related to gaming. We will also be able to connect to various types of equipment that will emit pain in places where in the virtual world you will receive a blow or a shot from a firearm. So, that's it for this movie. I encourage you to leave a comment under this video and let me know what you think about MetaHero. Leave also a subscription and we will hear you in the next video in a few days. Until next time, CryptoMark was talking to you.